What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another Godzilla news related video. I know. Happy Godzilla Day belated. I'm behind on so much stuff right here. I wanted to bust out my computer. Like, you know what? I'm just going to get this recorded off my phone. So excuse the audio quality, and I don't have all the proper clips and images I may want to display in this thing. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So the next Godzilla film from Toho, Academy Award winner and director and VFX guy Takashi Yamazaki is following up Godzilla Minus One with Godzilla Minus Zero. And as you can see here, we have the logo, which is definitely different from the Minus One logo. A lot of people have talked about online. I have fully speculated that this storyline is going to follow up with the Noriko bit at the end of Minus One, where she had the black spot forming on her. And I think it is probably going to be something similar to the remake of The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, where that film is a great movie, by the way. You should all totally check that out. But it's a real tragic love story about this scientist who's finally finding love. But just when he does, he has this experiment that transformed him into a fly. And it's a slow body horror deterioration thing over time. And it's a really emotional thing. I think what they're going to do with Noriko, and again, this is just theory and speculation, is they're going to have her turn into some sort of monster, perhaps like a human Godzilla hybrid thing, or something along the lines of that. Because that ending thing with the spot on her, it's spreading through her body, I think will really transform her into something. And you can see here, based on the logo, we have like what looks like a woman praying, and you know, you can see the hair right there, the hands kind of pulling up, and then something kind of changing right there too. That's it's either praying or like maybe mutating. We got the minus 0.00, which some people have speculated what if those are like eyes or something, perhaps Mothra, Hedorah, and all that combining. But I don't exactly know what they're going to do with that. But I do think Noriko is going to transform into something. That's where I would go with it. I think a body horror Godzilla movie sounds kind of cool. But imagine it's like that, where she kind of, or maybe taking the ending of Shin Godzilla, that concept with the humanoid Godzillas coming out the tail, and just kind of making that the focal point of this movie through a body horror aspect. That sounds kind of awesome to me. But who knows what they'll do? I could be totally wrong. But that's the announcement. So yeah, Takashi Yamazaki's coming back. They had this little announcement there, showcased the title. I'm really stoked for this thing. Godzilla Minus One is a fantastic movie from start to finish. Even without the Godzilla element mixed in, like there's a really compelling human storyline mixed in with it. And it looks like we're going to get this thing revved up for the ending of 2026. They don't have an official release date, but I imagine it'll be kind of the same. It looks like we're going to kind of repeat what we did leading up to the release of, you know, like the new, you know how like we had the Minus One, we had Monarch, and we had the new Empire all back to back to back. Looks like we're just repeating the same thing again, because Monarch Legacy of Monsters is going to drop season 2 like next year, but I don't know if Godzilla will be in it. It's going to be more Kong focused. But regardless, we'll have that next year, and then we'll lead into Godzilla Minus Zero, and then we'll go into Godzilla Kong Supernova. So we're about to be spoiled starting next year as Godzilla fans once more. And Takashi Yamazaki is coming back, and it looks like they're filming this thing across different areas. It's going to be a little bit more expansive than the first one from what we know. I heard stuff that they're filming like New Zealand and a few other places, but having Takashi Yamazaki come back to do this thing, I think, is a great thing. And I'm really excited to see what he does, because he's a really terrific filmmaker. So I think, let's see, it was a really high grossing film. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so ramping up New Zealand, Norway, and a few other locations. So it'll be Godzilla in there. I'm sure he's going to fight another monster, because that's something Yamazaki has talked about. And he's also done some great monster action. If you look at some of the footage I've seen, like, I guess, kind of like of like the Godzilla the Ride and all that too. You had the Ghidorah, the Rodans, and you had Mechagodzilla, they showcase into that too. So I'm sure he wants to bring another monster into fight. So how will that work thematically within the story and all that is beyond me. But this man is, you know, showcased he's really talented, and there's a lot of pressure to deliver a worthy follow-up, and I really hope he delivers something even better than Minus One. And Minus One's a really great movie, but like any Godzilla film, there's some things other Godzilla movies do better than others, and I really liked Minus One. I thought it was great. It does some things I've kind of seen before, but it does so in a really good, compelling storyline with a great human storyline mixed in with it. So I'm stoked for it. Can't wait to see what Takashi Yamazaki does next. And happy belated Godzilla Day. So I was bummed I didn't get to see any Godzilla movies in theaters. My Godzilla Day was not spent watching Godzilla movies like I would have wanted to the full extent, but getting other things done. So yeah, but anyways, what do you think of this news? How excited are you for the release of Godzilla Minus Zero? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.